Greetings, this is Mr. Darby, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be talking about some scratch art, preparing for the project at hand here. And so first I just want to introduce a few tools I'm sure you're familiar with, and I'll hopefully get this in the camera shot here. This is your scratch art tool. As you can see that, this is kind of a sharp bladed knife right here. And then we also, very important, we have a ballpoint pen. There we go, ballpoint pen. I chose red just because it was laying around, but red would be great to see with. And then there are some tools, other things will work as scratchers. This is a tool from the ceramics department, but this works great for getting fine detail. So think of things like clothespins, not clothespins, but safety pins, things like that might be helpful. Alright, so what we did is we took this image of Spider-Man with the Tony Stark Iron Man Spider-Man suit, and just decided we were to sketch that out. So I sketched it out and we made a photocopy of it, and this is our photocopy. As you can see, that I've already traced out the outline. So we have, before I traced it out, I took the scratch board, and then we have carbon paper, which would put carbon paper face down. As you can see, that's black. We put the face down, and then we put the scratch, well, not the scratch, but the drawing that we wanted to capture on top, and then we pressed with firm pressure on the drawing, going over all the lines. It didn't really go into the black areas, it just kind of like outlined them so I knew where they were at. And I've already started working on this, so we'll see where it's at now, and we'll try to work a little bit more. So that is Spider-Man, and as you can see from the photo here, the top of the head right down here has got more of a highlight, and the bottom of his jaw does not. He's got these golden straps that come down here, and what we really want to pay attention to is a different type of detail. Let's see if I can bring this closer. And the mechanical arms he has. And important thing about scratch art is we want to make sure that we can have different values represented and different scratches representing our image to help the viewer see the difference between value changes. Unlike traditional medium, like with a pencil and pen, or pen and paper, where that's adding shadows and leaving highlights alone, here we're actually searching for those highlights, and we are removing ink from our scratch board to reveal the hidden highlights underneath. So slightly different technique, but most importantly, we're trying to show the work down below. We're trying to see the various textures. So what I'm going to try to do here, and most people outline, and the first thing they do, they outline. That's generally a bad idea. So what we're going to do, and I'm trying to make a section a lot like this right here. It's like the joint that puts the two together. And so what we're going to do is I'm just going to start scratching a little bit. And I want to go real slow, because I know I'm paying attention to the camera a little more than I would normally pay attention to other people in my surroundings. I'm just trying to scratch this in here. Not get too close to the highlight that I put there and this other highlight I put there. I'm trying to scratch this in, and the texture is actually going to be bringing the object out. That's why you don't have to outline it, because the texture lifts that away a little bit, so that the actual texture is going to be showing that image. So I don't have to outline it. And as you notice, I'll rotate the blade depending on what way it works. If I want to scratch out more, I'll use more of an angle and gouge more. Just going to town here, and as you probably notice, it's really hard to see different angles of the there you go, you kind of see some of those drawings in there. This is very faint. Alright, I'll check back a little bit later and see how our progress is going.